that we knew when everybody was doing everything. It wasn't just my part that I knew. I knew where everybody was going because you had to.
Well, you know, that's good. I mean, as long as you guys make it believable, that's good enough for me. Because all I got to worry about is getting that on film, making that look good. Okay, here we go. Act 2. Yes.
Act 2. Yeah. My character's not in Act 2 that much, so you probably won't be hearing a lot from me. I'm joking. I'm going to be talking about everybody in a good way, of course.
Brian Burke.
This was really, it was a little bit difficult to do because sometimes, you know, we would not be ready. Like some of us, like I myself was not ready sometimes. Or, you know, Jeff wouldn't be ready or the courtesans. But overall, I think this really worked and it was funny.
Yeah, it was. You know, when I was editing the movie, I remember watching the scene. I remember thinking, should I, like, put this in or should I just get cut back to where Jack was, you know, standing there frozen? It would just open right back in, you know, like a normal movie would. And I was like, you know what? This must have taken a long time to do because the way they pace everything here, it was perfect. And I said, all right, I'll just put it in.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I just want to briefly say about my little entrance back there.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, I wasn't really supposed to say anything. The script didn't call for me to say anything, but then the Neri said, you know, why don't you just say, is she in there? And then the first couple of times I did that, Jason Neri is sitting there, and he just goes, no comprende. And I'm trying not to laugh.
Oh,
that
gosh!
Was just so funny. It's like, I'm like, is she in there? And he goes,
oh, yeah, because you're looking...
No comprende.
You're looking right at the piano,
I'm
aren't
looking,
you?
I'm
Like,
looking
right there,
right at the
yeah.
I'm looking
when you
right
say
in.
that, that's
yeah.
great.
It's like, and sometimes I would get audible responses from the band kids, like, no, she's not in here. Nah, try again.
Oh, come on. We're trying to do a show here.
But it was funny. It was good. It was... I enjoyed it. You know, of course, laughing my head off would have been bad, but it was funny. Oh, the sword. You know, Mr. Corbett actually got that sword from his brother who'd done a Roman play before, and that sword was pretty heavy. Like it was practically real, and they painted it gold, and it was a really cool sword. Like I was kind of jealous that Dan got to have that thing for the entire show.
You know, there's one thing I'm going to miss about Stage Crew. It's that thing we do backstage. I'm not supposed to say anything because I took an oath. I'm not going to say it at all.
Oath? We graduated already.
Well, we can't. Well, those who are in Stage Crew and watching this, like, they know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I can't share it with you because you're not in Stage Crew. You're an actor. Sorry. But I will miss that. And the one thing I'll also miss is putting up the signs with Tyler Shell.
Oh, man.
Tyler Shell and PJ. That was always the best thing. The first time we ever did that was, I think we did that with The Man Who Came to Dinner. And for the next 4 plays, which were the last 4 for us when we went to Canada Catholic, that was so much fun doing it because we would always either tease each other like, okay, where are the nails? I'm gonna pull the ladder away so you can't get down because we were up on the roof.
Oh, yeah.
Putting that sign up.
Oh my goodness.
You know, saying when the show was gonna happen. Mm. But that was so much fun doing that. I'm gonna miss doing that.
Those signs were incredible.
Oh, don't thank me. We didn't paint them. We just put them up.
Still, the fact that you were able to put them up and you know, make them be seen.
Who paints that anyway?
I'm not sure. I think Prop Crew painted a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
They actually painted a lot of the set. But, and there were some other people, like professionals, like Mrs. Takanakis. Mm-hmm. She painted a lot of the bricks and the layout of the different houses.
Yeah, you know, because they actually look like real bricks.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
seriously,
yeah.
It looks like that's what the set is made out of. That's what it looks like.
I mean, she did an amazing job, and it was really good.
Oh yeah, the soldiers, they do whatever. Follow my every move.
Oh, this was fun, and this was a little bit difficult to do for them because it was, you know, you had to be in sync with Pseudolus. You know, you had to mimic his exact moves, and all 5 of them had to do it at the exact same time. So it was a little bit difficult to get, you know, 6 guys in sync for that kind of, you know, routine.
Yeah, that's right. He's actually not that bad of an actor, Brian Burke. He's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I love Brian. He's great, and I actually just saw him recently in Ragtime over the summer.
Oh yeah. I remember Dan Egger was talking about that because we were trying to do a heavy duty episode, and he said, "No, I'm doing this show Ragtime," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, he did such a great job. He played the brother of one of the main characters who takes in the black girl in the show.
You know, one of my friends worked on that show, and I think he might have done the piano for it, Ryan Timken, and because I had no idea he was in that show, but he, I didn't get to see it. Regina saw it, my sister. She thought it was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Oh man,
that's just the disco moves.
Oh yeah, that was so much fun.
Everybody conga.
Yeah, that was Jason Mangano, and that was really.
That
good.
was Jason's idea.
I think that was Jason. Yeah, and Everett does his own little thing.
Yeah,
hopping.
Do you know what that picture is like behind him? Of some what is that? What is that a picture of? I've always wondered what that is.
I can't really remember that well. I think it was just a picture of some Roman, maybe a Roman goddess, or maybe it was Domina. It was supposed to be Domina. I don't know. I can't really remember. I hope somebody else can answer that question one day. What was the picture supposed to
this
be?
This DVD will be out, and then they're gonna say it was this person, you idiots.
Oh, here we go. Here comes.
Oh yeah,
Domina's
here we go.
Song. This was probably one of the highlights of Act 2, other than the chase scene.
Oh yeah.
Was her.
And also the fact what Matt Hoover does. I don't want to say what it is because if anyone is watching this before they watch the movie, I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
It's very hard not to give something like that away.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just so funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm seeing the door right now, and it's just. I just want to talk a little bit about that. Those doors were a little bit tricky to work because they had this incredible hinge system that you could actually pull them open, and there was a little wheel on top of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was practically a real door. But the problem was, for the House of Senex, that wheel came undone, or the block holding the wheel in came undone, and the door would not work. It was stuck.
House of Senex, is that the middle door?
No, that's... I'm sorry. What am I saying? The House of Erroneous. I'm sorry.
Erroneous, yeah, because Senex is the middle.
Senex is the middle.
That's
Senex's
the green
door. Was
yeah,
good.
The green
fine.
door was Senex.
And my door, House of Lycus, that door was perfect. I loved that door.
Yeah,
having the platform, I never understood why they had two windows. Because the window for the House of Senex, there's no platform there. But for the House of Lycus, there was a platform that I stood on. And Philia stood on as well.
This is a funny song to hear, especially from Dominique.
Oh yeah,
it's very good. Just the way she does it, it's just so funny.
Yes, this part was perfect.
Like at one point she's mad at him, and the next point she's very happy. Like everyone's doesn't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. And of course Hoover's scared out of his mind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like Ms. Neary coached her really well on this song.
Yeah.
Because she just had the emotions down pat of she's kind of psychotic. On one hand, she loves her husband so much, but on the other hand, he's just lying, cheating, dirty guy.
Yeah. Because she was great in Grease with Tom Cruise. That was a really good one. Because wasn't that her first show?
No,
Grease.
No, she was in. She was actually in Oliver and Music Man.
No,
that was her first lead.
The lead role.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
She was a sophomore at the time.
She was good. Well. She was really good in that.
That was amazing. And doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's actually one of the main characters in the new fall show, The Front Page.
I've actually wondered. I think I might film that one too. I don't know because I really miss doing this. I mean, it is a lot of hard work editing and everything, but it's so much fun. and especially because it's a dialogue one, the fall show, so it's easier to do.
Yeah. I
won't have a problem with it like I did with Forum.
Oh yeah, definitely doing a musical is hard. I think I'm sure for both film and for actors. Because with that, it's dancing and singing combined with the acting. You have to put all three of them together, and it's hard to be good in all three of them. I myself, I'm not that good of a singer. I'm not that good of a dancer, but I feel like I'm a decent enough actor to kind of balance it out. Yeah. And some like Dom, she's a great singer, and a good actress, and I'm sure she's a good dancer, it was really, really well done.
I love the scene coming up where Dan Edgar comes in and she goes, she says something like, "Oh, I was able to, surprise 200 men. He goes, 200 by yourself?
She was entertained. I mean, it's...
Entertained, that's what it was.
That's one of the great things about Forum, is that it had these layers and layers of inside jokes.
I know.
Like, the one character is saying these lines, and she doesn't know that the other character is thinking of them in a different way.
Exactly. Yeah, this is... it's interesting because when we did this show for the 8th graders, that was the greatest day of my life. See, that's the best part about working on these shows, because when you're the guy just filming something you really love to do, and you get an off day at school when you're doing this for the 8th graders, technically you don't have to go to classes, because I was sitting there with stage crew in the back, because technically I am a part of stage crew, but
Oh yeah.
I got out of my classes that day, thank God.
Oh yeah.
Because I'd rather sit and watch this show all day.
Oh yeah, I'd rather perform it all day too. And the thing about the 8th grade show is that unfortunately they didn't get a lot of the jokes.
Yeah, they weren't laughing a lot, and I kind of understood why. It's more.
I mean, they're 8th graders.
It's intended for
older audiences,
exactly,
mature audiences.
Yeah.
Which was a challenge in itself, because we're high school trying to do a mature show, and thankfully we were able to do it. We were able to not be childish about the material, and that was definitely one of the points Miss Neary emphasized on, was you can't be childish about the material. You have to be serious about it, or else it won't be a good show.
She's absolutely right.
She'll kill me.
She'll kill me. No, she won't. No, she won't. I'll kill myself. If she does it, it'll be painful. Like everyone in this show just delivered the lines so funny. Like every moment in this is hysterical.
Oh my goodness! And when we actually had to do this work study group for the show, we would meet every Thursday and just talk about the history of the show. And we actually wrote a 15-minute skit and put it on.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
In order to do this?
Yeah, exactly. And we every group, we had about 6 groups. They wrote a 15-minute skit. And one of the skits, Liz Hoover, Matt Hoover's sister, does the exact same lines as he's doing. And she was saying, "Oh no, my brother will kill me." And it was great. And Alex Miranda, he was part of the parody of Forum, which actually won the competition. He does this entire dance routine based on Britney Spears and J-Lo.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I didn't see this.
We're dying in our seats laughing. And Jeff comes out with a dress on and pointing out.
Wait a second, you're telling me that they had to watch the real movie and know the show and put on a 15-minute sketch that they wrote? Oh, that kind of parodies the show?
It was like a 15-minute parody that we all had to write. And it didn't have to be a parody of the show. It's just this group in particular chose to parody Forum, and they were the ones who won because it was pretty funny. You had
oh my gosh.
Jeff as the virgin.
I asked everyone in the interviews any interesting moments during rehearsals. Nobody mentioned that.
That's a shame. I don't remember if I said that. I'm sure I said something about the "Where Are We to Go" because that was basically the highlight of it. And there was also another thing where Jason is trying to tell Jeff how to say a line. And so he says, "Well, how would you say this, Jeff? I'd like to sit at the piano." Or, "I'd like to sit at the piano." And Jeff goes, "I'd like to sit at the piano." Just repeating the line that Jason said.
Say it right.
Say it. No, not the piano line. Just one of your lines. One of Hero's lines.
Say it with a British accent. Maybe that'll get his attention. I'd like to sit at the piano, please.
Oh my goodness.
I'm Ricky Gervais.
I'm Ricky Gervais, a host of the Golden Globes, mate.
We're doing a heavy duty episode. It's probably on right now. I don't know when it'll be up, but if you guys watch Heavy Duty, go on YouTube and watch it. It's really funny.
Go to Actors 317. It's really funny.
Yeah, the DVD's coming out sometime soon. I don't know.
Oh boy.
That'll show him. This was another pretty good song that Nicole did.
Oh yeah. And just to elaborate more on the way she did the character, it was really funny because the whole premise of the song is that she's saying, "Oh, I'll show him this," and she's basically saying, "I'm going to pleasure him more." Instead of, I'm going to give him pain? No, I'm going to pleasure him more. And she thinks that he's giving him pain by pleasuring him more.
Exactly. But of course he doesn't care, because that's not what he's done for you.
Mm-hmm.